Hey guys, this is Robin with Big Doodle Dreams, and this sweet boy is Bingo. And Bingo is a miniature Australian Shepherd, and he's a young guy. He's 13 weeks old now, and I wanted to talk to you about dog breeds and just general knowledge and information that you should be aware of. So Australian Shepherd, let's just talk about the Australian Shepherd. This is a herding dog. It is a dog that drives cattle across a vast distance of land. They typically run in circles and they nip. So in a home, they're high energy, they have to go, they want to work, they like to work, they enjoy work. They are very nippy, and if you observe and watch his behavior, and he's gotten much better with me, but I'm going to tell you that the mouth is on everything. He's bit me a few times. Nothing has hurt yet, but he does pinch, and it does hurt from time to time, and yes, behaviors do have to be corrected. Sometimes I'll give him all of my hand if he thinks he wants my hand. And then it's a little too much for him. Having all the hand is not any fun than just being able to bite the hand a couple of times. So when you're considering a dog breed, you need to take into consideration what breed you're looking at. Because an Australian Shepherd is a herding dog. It is a dog that needs to circle, because that's part of how it keeps the herd together, is that it is a circling behavior type dog. And it is highly driven. It means it can go for hours and miles on end. And I can tell you, he absolutely is that type of dog. He's a driven, hardworking, highly intelligent, full out dog that needs one-on-one training, redirection, and just consistency, staying on top of it, staying with it. Raising him compared to raising one of my English Springer Spaniels, it's a vast difference. He requires a very, very strict schedule, a schedule with very little wiggle room, a certain time that we get up, a certain time that we eat, certain activities that we do, certain toys, and I rotate the toys on him. And then of course the training, where we're working on those behaviors that we want to mold and we want to change. Versus my English Springer Spaniels, they need structure and they need to have a schedule, but they don't need the same level of stimulation. They enjoy that comforting, that love, and that attention, and they're not nearly, this guy is extremely nippy. So much so that when he is in the house and he is off leash, that my kids, they know when they come to the area where he's fenced off with me, they'll watch and they'll observe behavior, and if he seems like he's really wild and rambunctious, then they're not coming in. They'll look at me and they'll say, "Can you pick him up now, please?" And I have to pick him up. And then there are other times where they'll come and they'll look and they'll say, "Oh, he's resting. Okay, I can sneak in." And they know to walk in quietly, not to come rambunctiously running through the room. This would not be a good breed in a house where small children are running around, because he would be very driven to run at them, to circle them, and to put them all in one place. And the nippiness, if you're not used to it, it's not fun. This is not a breed meant for a regular household in the city. It's not. It needs a job. He needs work. He needs something to do. If you're a family with older kids, then maybe. But again, serious structure, serious, redirection of behaviors and guiding them to the right decisions. And I did bring out some toys here, but I wanted to point out a few things, because I always recommend the front leading harness. And as you can see, he's not. He has this back here. Because of his level of drive and circling, he can circle even while he's on this leash. So right now, I'm not going to totally redirect all of his behaviors. Eventually, he'll have a front leading harness. But for right now, we need to stick with this. When it is in the front, he has a tendency to grab the leash and to carry it, or to try to take it away from me. But when it's back here, it's a whole lot easier to manage him. So that if when I'm walking he decides to nip on my ankles, I can kind of make him, he's forced to be separate from me and he can't nip. So there is a purpose behind this harness. This is not something I like. It's not my favorite harness in the world, but for him, this is what works. And that's something to understand, is that every dog breed has their own set of needs and things that are different. So his needs are very different from my English Springer Spaniel needs. And the things that he needs, this, just like I said, this harness is unique to him because of the behavior that you get out of an Australian Shepherd. And you can see how nippy he is. I wanted to make sure everybody saw this. This will go on probably until he's close to 16 or 18 weeks old. He's not hurting me. He hasn't broken the skin, but it is a constant battle to keep the mouth off of me. So therefore, I always tell everybody, if you're considering a dog breed, research it. Don't just buy on a whim. Never buy on a whim. Look it up. Make sure that it's the right fit for your family. Not every breed is going to be right. You really do need to do your research. And a herding dog is a very nippy dog, as you can see, because that's exactly what he's trying to do. Stop. I love you, but stop. Very nippy and very driven. They need something to do. They need work. They need stimulation. They need structure. And it's not that all breeds don't need that, because they do need structure and they do need stimulation, but they're different. His level of nippiness is not like an Aussie Doodle. Aussie Doodles are more toned down than this. And certainly it's not like an English Springer Spaniel. They're not going to sit here and bite on my hands. They're just not. So when you're considering a dog breed, you really do need to look into the temperament and to what the breed is like. And look at the job they were bred to do. Every dog was bred for a certain reason. The guard dogs are bred to guard. Your herding dogs are bred to herd animals. So every breed has a different purpose. And you want to make sure that you're aware of those purposes. And then when you go to research the breed, find out what diseases are common to the breed. You certainly don't want to invest money in something. King Charles Spaniel, great example. The heart condition that is common to that breed makes it so their life expectancy is under 10 years of age. That's ridiculous. Dogs should have a much longer life expectancy, especially a smaller dog. So you do want to do your research when you're considering a dog breed. You want to know what their general temperament is, what their behaviors are that are common to the breed. Because like I said, every breed, I can't wait to do a video where I get to show off some of the tricks we learn. So I am teaching him tricks and I'm guiding him into using these, his temperament, his way, yes, and in a functional way. So he is learning some things right now, things like down, roll over, all of that good stuff. I'm not ready to put it on film because we are beginning stages of it. We're not there yet. And the nippiness is clearly, this is a problem. Just to show you how excessive. This is not a fun breed for a family with little itty bitty kids and small fingers. If you were considering an Australian Shepherd and you got little itty bitty kids, you might want to reconsider. So I wanted to show and let you see the extent of what this is like in raising one of these, because we will get past it. He will get way past this and it'll be over with. Typically 6 months and up, the level of nippiness is a fraction of what you're seeing right now. So here, you want to take that? Take some toys for me. And he loves toys, he loves to play, and he loves to retrieve, and he jumps for the tennis ball, and he does enjoy, I've been teaching him to run and to jump into my arms, so he's learned, different things, but the nippiness isn't going anywhere for a long while. It's going to be quite a few more weeks before we're over it. but I did want to share with you, you know, this is an Australian Shepherd, and this is typical Australian Shepherd behavior and temperament. So this way you are aware of what an Australian Shepherd is and what they're like. Yes, because so smart, so smart. Yep, can outsmart people, can't you? I know we can. So anyway, this is the Australian Shepherd, and his temperament, his demeanor, behavior, all the fun things that come with an Australian Shepherd. So sweet. Mwah. I love him. He's adorable. So he will produce puppies eventually. He was health tested, but I am not concerned because I do know that the breeder I got him from actually tested the parents. But as funny as I am, I don't care. I have to health test everybody. It's just peace of mind by doing so. So his results will be back in another week, and that way I'll have it 100% for sure, not just taking somebody's word for it. Because I've gotten to the point where I don't take anybody's word for anything anymore, unfortunately. So this little guy, Bingo, he'll eventually have first generation puppies, and I may have a regular, yes, a kitty. I may have a regular Australian Shepherd litter with him eventually, but it will be a while. So here's our sweet Bingo. And please, when you get ready to get yourself a puppy, research the breed. Don't ever buy anything on a whim. Think about it, sleep on it. Don't make a decision in an instant. It's not a good idea ever to do that. Should always sleep on a big decision, and a puppy is a big decision. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.